In a world where we're constantly bombarded with the noise of what it means to stand out, to be seen, and to be heard, it's easy to forget the profound power of silence. The ancient Stoics understood this well. They knew the strength that lies in stillness, the kind of strength that draws people in without a single word being spoken. Imagine walking into a room and, without trying, becoming the focal point. Not because you're the loudest or the most flamboyant, but because you carry a presence so captivating it's as if you're speaking volumes without saying anything at all. This isn't just the stuff of legends or ancient philosophy. It's a reality you can achieve. Today, we're diving deep into the essence of silent attraction, guided by the timeless wisdom of Stoicism. It's about more than just making an entrance. It's about leaving a lasting impression that feels as natural as breathing. So, if you ever felt overshadowed in a world that can't stop talking, this is your moment to learn how to let your silence speak louder than words. Together, we'll unravel the secrets to becoming effortlessly magnetic, to turning heads without trying, all by harnessing the ancient art of Stoic charm. If you appreciate this journey into the depths of silence and wisdom, do me a simple favor. Hit that subscribe button. And remember, if you've ever felt different from the majority, this message is tailored for you. Don't skip a single part of this lesson. You are the exception we've been waiting for. The power of being you. How often do we mask our thoughts, mute our interests, or even alter our opinions just to blend in? We've all been there. But Stoicism nudges us gently back to our authentic path, reminding us of the most magnetic, attractive quality we possess as our authenticity. When you are true to yourself, you live in harmony with your nature, and this harmony resonates deeply with those around you. It's like sending out a signal that says, "This is me, unfiltered, unapologetic, and real." That kind of truth is undeniably magnetic. Being you means embracing your quirks, passions, and vulnerabilities. It means standing firm in your beliefs, even when the world tries to sway you otherwise. It's about finding comfort in your own skin and recognizing that your genuine expression is your greatest asset. The Stoics valued virtue above all, wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. Living by these virtues, guided by your inner moral compass, not only makes you attractive to others, but also brings you closer to personal tranquility and happiness. So how do you embrace the power of being you? It begins with introspection. Take time to understand your values, passions, and boundaries. Reflect on what makes you feel alive, what drives you, and how you can align your actions with your true self. Then, take the brave step of expressing that true self to the world. It's not about being perfect or pleasing everyone. It's about being real, consistent, and authentic every single day. Marcus Aurelius once said, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." In our context, replace man with person, and the message remains just as powerful. Don't waste your life pondering what makes someone attractive or likable. Live your virtues. Embrace your authenticity. Let your genuine self shine. In a world that values conformity, your authenticity is your superpower. It's what makes you silently attractive, drawing people toward you in the most effortless and profound way. Style. The way we present ourselves to the world speaks volumes, telling a story without uttering a single word. Stoicism doesn't ask us to renounce material possessions or ignore our appearance. Instead, it guides us toward living with intention, including how we express ourselves through style. Stoic wisdom teaches us the value of authenticity and simplicity, urging us to focus on what truly matters. When it comes to style, this doesn't mean adhering strictly to minimalism or abandoning fashion altogether. It means choosing clothes that resonate with your true self, garments that reflect your personality, values, and the roles you play in life. It's about making deliberate choices that harmonize with your inner essence, rather than blindly following fleeting trends. Think about it. When you wear something that feels right, something that screams you, how do you feel? Confident, comfortable, maybe even invincible. That's because aligning your external appearance with your internal world amplifies your authenticity. You stand out not because you're flashy, but because you radiate a sense of self that's uniquely yours. Style goes beyond clothing. It encompasses your entire aesthetic, from the way you wear your hair to the accessories you choose. Each detail becomes a brushstroke in the masterpiece that is you. Stoicism encourages us to make these choices consciously, ensuring they add value rather than noise. So, how can you apply Stoic wisdom to your style? Start by asking, what does each piece of my wardrobe say about me? Does it align with my values? Does it reflect who I am or who I aspire to be? The goal isn't to impress others, but to express your true self in a way that's genuine and unforced. And remember, your style isn't static. As you grow and evolve, your style will shift too. That's perfectly natural. The key is to remain true to yourself throughout these transitions, allowing your outer expression to evolve alongside your inner journey. It's fascinating how much we can communicate without ever saying a word. Our posture, our gestures, even the way we move through a room, all of it sends signals to those around us. At its core, Stoicism teaches us control and awareness, not just of our minds but also of our bodies. It's about recognizing that our external expressions are reflections of our internal states. So when we talk about body language from a Stoic perspective, it's not about manipulating gestures to appear a certain way. It's about aligning our outward movements with our inner virtues and intentions. It's about integrity, about creating coherence between what we feel and what we show. Consider the simple act of maintaining good posture. It's not just about looking confident. It's a physical manifestation of self-respect and personal dignity, qualities highly valued in Stoicism. When you stand tall with your shoulders back and your head held high, you're not only telling the world you're confident, you're reminding yourself that you are worthy of respect. This self-assured stance naturally draws people toward you, creating an aura of approachability and trustworthiness. But body language doesn't stop at posture. The subtleties of our facial expressions, the warmth of a smile, the sincerity in our eye contact, all of these communicate more deeply than words ever could. A genuine smile can disarm the most guarded heart, while sincere eye contact can forge a connection as powerful as any conversation. Stoicism calls us to be present and mindful in each moment, and this includes how we engage physically with those around us. Being present means ensuring our body language reflects our true feelings and intentions, whether empathy, openness, or readiness to engage. By approaching nonverbal communication with mindfulness, we invite genuine interactions and build relationships on trust and respect. Applying Stoic principles to body language begins with self-awareness. Observe your own nonverbal cues. Are you truly present in conversations, or unintentionally closed off? Are your gestures open and inviting, or do they build barriers? Practice being fully attentive to the person in front of you and let your body language flow from sincerity and intention. A scent worth remembering. It's incredible how a single fragrance can transport us back in time, stir emotions, or even shape the way we perceive someone. Choosing a fragrance is more than picking a perfume or cologne. It's about selecting a scent that becomes part of your identity, one that leaves a lasting impression without a word needing to be spoken. Stoicism teaches us intentionality in every aspect of life, even in something as subtle as fragrance. Instead of chasing trends or expensive brands, the goal is to select a scent that aligns with who you are and the impression you want to leave. A signature scent is not just an accessory, it's a personal statement, a quiet but powerful reflection of your uniqueness. Just as Stoics believe that our actions and words should mirror our inner virtues, a carefully chosen fragrance can serve as a reflection of your character, mood, and aspirations. It becomes an olfactory fingerprint, a sensory memory you leave behind that says, "This is me." Choosing such a scent requires mindfulness. It means understanding not only what fragrances attract you, but also how they blend with your natural body chemistry, the environment you move in, and the message you wish to convey. Do you want to evoke calm reliability? A clean, fresh scent may be perfect. Do you want to be remembered as bold and adventurous? Then something with spicy or woody notes might suit you. The key is coherence, ensuring your scent is an authentic extension of your personality and values, much like living in harmony with your true nature. And, as Stoicism reminds us, moderation matters. The goal isn't to overwhelm others with an overpowering fragrance, but to choose one that whispers rather than shouts, inviting people closer rather than pushing them away. A well-chosen scent lingers, leaving a subtle yet unforgettable impression, much like the quiet but profound impact we hope our lives can leave through Stoic actions and choices. Manners that mesmerize. In an age where digital communication often strips away the warmth of personal interaction, manners remain a bridge back to genuine human connection. When we speak of manners that mesmerize, we're talking about something far deeper than simply saying please and thank you. We're exploring how the grace of our interactions can leave lasting impressions, just as Stoicism encourages us to embody virtue and respect in all areas of life. Stoicism, with its emphasis on self-control, kindness, and empathy, aligns seamlessly with the idea of mesmerizing manners. True manners are not about empty formalities or appearances. They are about living with respect, consideration, and awareness of others. They flow from an inner commitment to treat people with dignity, guided by virtues rather than by social performance. Manners that mesmerize. The harmony between Stoic principles and our behavior toward others creates a quietly powerful allure. It signals that we are not only mindful of our actions, but that we also deeply respect the people we interact with. Consider the impact of genuinely listening when someone speaks, of fully engaging with them without the distraction of phones or wandering thoughts. This act of presence, a cornerstone of Stoic practice, communicates that we value both the person and the moment we're sharing. It's a simple yet profound manner that resonates deeply in today's often disengaged society. Stoicism also teaches us the importance of empathy, of understanding and sharing the feelings of others. When our manners are infused with genuine empathy, when we are quick to offer a helping hand or word of support, we are practicing Stoic virtues in the most relatable ways. These acts of kindness and understanding don't just make us more likable, they draw people closer, creating a magnetic warmth and genuine connection. But manners extend to subtleties as well, knowing how to navigate social interactions with grace, from the etiquette of dining to the art of conversation. These skills reflect mindfulness and respect for both the situation and the company we're in. Stoicism doesn't teach us to withdraw from the world. It calls us to engage with it thoughtfully. Mastering these social graces is a testament to that engagement, showing that we care enough to put thought into our actions and to honor the unspoken rules that make interactions more meaningful. Be here now. To be fully present isn't just advice. It's a powerful call to action, a remedy to the superficial interactions that dominate our fast-paced world. Believe it or not, it ties beautifully into Stoic philosophy, which emphasizes living in the present and appreciating the moment for what it is. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control and let go of what we cannot. When we apply this to our interactions with others, it means giving them our full attention, free from the pull of past regrets or future anxieties. It's about engaging wholeheartedly with a presence that says, "You are important to me, and there's nowhere else I'd rather be." This kind of attention is rare and precious. It can transform even the most ordinary interaction into a meaningful connection. Being present is more than just physically showing up. It requires active engagement with the here and now. It's the difference between talking to someone who's glued to their phone and conversing with someone who is completely focused on you, making you feel seen and heard. The latter leaves a lasting impression, creating a warmth and genuineness that is irresistibly attractive. Cultivating presence begins with mindfulness, the practice of being aware of our thoughts, feelings, and surroundings without judgment. When we notice our minds wandering, we can gently guide ourselves back to the present. Like any skill, this improves with practice and patience. Moreover, Stoicism encourages us to cherish the beauty of the present moment, to see it as a gift. Every interaction, no matter how brief, becomes an opportunity to connect, to learn, and to grow. But being present also means being vulnerable, allowing ourselves to be truly seen and to see others without the shields we so often put up. It's about dropping the facade and connecting on a deeply human level, recognizing that at our core, we all seek understanding and connection. Though vulnerability can feel daunting, it is profoundly powerful. It breaks down barriers and builds trust, laying the foundation for deeper, more meaningful relationships. A touch of mystery. Sometimes less is more. This principle, deeply rooted in the wisdom of Stoicism, teaches us the value of restraint and the power of keeping certain things close to our chest. It's not about secrecy or deception, but about making a deliberate choice in what we reveal about ourselves and when. This selective sharing creates an allure that draws people in, eager to uncover the layers of who we are. Stoicism, with its emphasis on self-reflection and personal growth, aligns perfectly with cultivating mystery. Rather than seeking external validation, Stoicism encourages us to develop inner depth and character. By not laying all our cards on the table at once, we invite others to look beyond the surface and discover more over time. It's a subtle invitation that says, "There's more to me than meets the eye." This doesn't mean playing games or building a false facade. It's about letting your complexity and depth unfold naturally, like a story revealed chapter by chapter. Imagine the difference between a book that spoils the plot on the first page and one that keeps you hooked with gradual revelations. Which one captivates you more? In the same way, a touch of mystery can turn conversations into explorations, transforming casual exchanges into experiences people want to revisit. Striking this balance begins with mindfulness, being intentional about what you share and why. It's about sharing with purpose, not from an impulse to fill silence. This restraint doesn't diminish authenticity. It amplifies it, making each revelation meaningful and each interaction more engaging. A touch of mystery keeps people intrigued, inviting them to lean in and discover more, while preserving the depth and dignity that Stoic living inspires. A touch of mystery continued. Often, we overshare, whether out of habit, impulse, or pressure from today's culture of constant exposure. Stoicism reminds us that self-control, one of its cardinal virtues, helps us navigate the fine line between openness and mystery. It's about valuing the quality of our connections over the quantity, recognizing that deeper relationships are built on mutual discovery and respect for each other's depth. Embracing a touch of mystery also reflects respect for our inner world. It acknowledges that some thoughts, experiences, and dreams are too precious to be given away freely. They gain in value when shared sparingly. This selective sharing is not about withholding, but about cherishing. It ensures that when we do reveal ourselves, the moment carries meaning, because it is offered, not demanded. Practicing the Stoic approach to mystery also teaches us to listen more. By being less eager to fill the space with our own stories, we open ourselves to hear others more fully, engaging with their essence. This creates a reciprocal dynamic, a dance of give and take, that enriches both sides of the conversation. In tone, it fosters genuine curiosity and connection, leaving behind a sense of satisfaction and depth that idle chatter can never achieve. Cultivate cultural wisdom. Cultivating cultural wisdom isn't about memoizing capitals or rattling off historical facts. It's about understanding the soul of different cultures, their traditions, struggles, and joys. It's a pursuit of expanding our horizons, guided by Stoicism's love for wisdom and its call to learn from the world around us. To cultivate cultural wisdom means to adopt a global mindset, one that celebrates diversity and nurtures empathy. Stoicism encourages us to look beyond our immediate experience, to step into the shoes of others, and to see the shared humanity in all people. When we explore the rich tapestry of human culture, we not only broaden our perspective, but also break down the invisible walls that divide us. Imagine the richness cultural wisdom adds to our conversations and interactions. Being able to share a story from another culture, greet someone in their own language, or express genuine appreciation for traditions different from our own. These small acts build bridges of respect, signaling that diversity isn't just an abstract concept, but a lived and valued reality. This doesn't require world travel or encyclopedic knowledge. It begins with curiosity, reading authors from different backgrounds, watching films that provide windows into other lives, listening to music across cultures, and engaging in conversations that push us out of our comfort zones. Every encounter, every perspective gained, adds a layer to our understanding. Stoicism's emphasis on growth makes this pursuit all the more powerful, for in seeking cultural wisdom, we are not merely collecting knowledge, we are challenging assumptions, confronting biases, and cultivating empathy. The result is a more compassionate, well-rounded self, capable of connecting meaningfully with the world. Compassion connects. Compassion is more than pity. It is a deep understanding of another person's experiences, their joys, struggles, and humanity. It's a bridge that connects our hearts, allowing us to see beyond our differences and recognize what unites us all. Within Stoicism, compassion holds a special place, woven into it principles of empathy, community, and interconnectedness. It calls us to extend care not just to our immediate circle, but to the broader world. Approaching others with compassion means offering more than sympathy. It means giving of ourselves, our presence, attention, and support. This act of stepping outside our own concerns to help alleviate the burdens of others is one of the most magnetic qualities we can cultivate. It draws people in, creating relationships rich with warmth, trust, and authenticity. But compassion isn't always easy. It requires us to sit with discomfort, to remain present in the pain of others without rushing to fix it or gloss over it with platitudes. It asks us to listen deeply, to understand before seeking to be understood. This practice is demanding, but it is also profoundly rewarding. In opening our hearts to others, we don't just ease their burdens, we also gain insight and perspective that enriches our own lives. Acts of compassion remind us that none of us is truly alone. They weave a sense of belonging in a world that often feels fragmented and isolating. At its core, compassion fulfills one of our deepest human needs, connection. And in living compassionately, we embody Stoicism not as a cold, detached philosophy, but as a guide to living warmly, wisely, and meaningfully. At a fundamental level, compassion is what makes human connection so powerful. When we show genuine concern for the well-being of others, we lay the foundation for deep, lasting bonds that transcend the superficialities of everyday interaction. Practicing compassion requires a certain degree of vulnerability. It means opening ourselves to the possibility of being affected by the suffering of others, of feeling their pain as if it were our own. Though this vulnerability might seem daunting, it is actually a strength, demonstrating emotional openness and authenticity that is both rare and precious. It shows that we are willing to put aside our ego to connect in ways that are raw and real. This authenticity is magnetic, drawing others to us in ways surface-level interactions never could. Laughter, too, plays a transformative role in human connection. Often described as the best medicine, laughter has the ability to shift the atmosphere of a room and lighten even the heaviest of hearts. While at first glance Stoicism and laughter may seem like unlikely companions, the truth is they complement one another beautifully. At its core, Stoicism is about living a good life, finding joy in the present, and connecting deeply with others, all of which laughter facilitates. The Stoics understood the value of joy and knew that laughter could be a tool for resilience, helping us face life's absurdities with a lighter heart. In moments of genuine laughter, we are fully present, free from regret about the past or anxiety about the future. Laughter becomes a form of mindfulness, a stoic acceptance of life's unpredictability while choosing to embrace joy. More importantly, laughter connects us. It breaks down barriers, builds bridges, and reminds us of our shared humanity. Cultivating more laughter in life begins with not taking ourselves too seriously, by embracing the humor in our mistakes, surrounding ourselves with those who lift us up, and finding joy in life's small absurdities. Self-care, in turn, is another essential expression of Stoic wisdom. In a world that constantly pressures us to prioritize everything and everyone else, taking time to care for ourselves becomes a quiet yet radical act of self-respect. True self-care extends beyond spa days or indulgences. It is about deliberately nurturing our physical, mental, and emotional well-being. For the Stoics, caring for oneself was not an act of selfishness but of responsibility. Only when we are well within ourselves can we live in accordance with our values and fulfill our duties to others. Self-care honors life itself, recognizing that our ability to think, act, and live virtuously is tied to how we look after body and mind. It is a holistic practice that includes mindfulness, reflection, intellectual growth, and emotional resilience. By investing in our well-being, we not only strengthen ourselves but also create a ripple effect, becoming more patient, present, and supportive in our relationships. In this way, caring for ourselves is also caring for the world, as we show up better equipped to serve, contribute, and embody the Stoic pursuit of the common good. In a way that reflects Stoic values, self-care begins with simple, intentional actions, eating nutritious foods that fuel our bodies, engaging in physical activity that strengthens us, ensuring we get enough rest, and setting aside time for reflection and relaxation. It also means setting boundaries to protect our time and energy, saying no when necessary, and prioritizing activities that align with our values and contribute to our growth. The allure of independence resonates deeply in a society that often champions self-reliance and personal freedom. Yet when we look deeper, we find that true independence is not about solitude or isolation, but about the strength and confidence that come from knowing you can stand on your own. This strength, a central tenet of Stoicism, is not simply the ability to survive without assistance, but the ability to thrive on your own terms, making decisions that align with your values and living a life that is authentically yours. Stoicism, with its emphasis on self-discipline, personal responsibility, and the pursuit of virtue, teaches us that true independence is internal, the freedom that comes from mastering your desires, being in control of your emotions, and understanding that happiness and peace of mind come from within, not from external circumstances or the opinions of others. This approach encourages us to cultivate independence rooted in self-sufficiency, resilience, and the awareness that we hold the power to shape our lives according to our principles. The allure of this independence is profound. It represents a person who is not easily swayed by the tides of popular opinion, who does not rely on external validation to feel worthy or successful, and who has the confidence to make choices that are right for them, even when they go against the grain. It is about having the courage to follow your own path, embrace your uniqueness, and live a life that truly reflects who you are. However, embracing independence does not mean rejecting the support and companionship of others. On the contrary, Stoicism teaches us the value of community and mutual support. The key is balance, enjoying meaningful connections while maintaining the autonomy to pursue your own goals and values, and building relationships that respect your independence rather than restrain it. Cultivating this sense of independence requires introspection and self-awareness, examining your values, goals, and the motivations behind your actions. Are you pursuing something because it resonates with you, or because of societal pressure? It also requires resilience, the ability to face challenges and setbacks without losing sight of your values or your sense of self. As we wrap up this journey through the Stoic art of silent attraction, remember that the most profound connections are often forged in quiet moments through the subtle strength of our character and the authentic expression of our true selves. Embrace these principles in your daily life and watch as the world transforms around you, drawn to the warmth of your presence and the depth of your spirit. Thank you for joining us on this journey at Stoic Journal. Your curiosity and engagement make this community special. If this conversation has sparked a desire for more, I invite you to explore the suggested videos and dive deeper into Stoicism. Continue growing, and let its timeless wisdom illuminate your path. And always remember, in the silence of your actions, your life speaks volumes.